Hey guys, how's it going? Nick is here once again, and today I want to talk about success and your mental state. For the past month, something interesting has been happening to me. Although throughout Q4, primarily October and November, I've been seeing an increase in sales on Amazon to the point where, let's just say, I'm doing really well for my first Q4, and I'm really happy about it. However, mostly throughout October and beginning of November, I've been feeling, how would you say it? I guess a little bit down, borderline depressed, where sometimes I just have no challenge or, I stay in bed and watch a movie here and there. I even got a little bit lazy on my YouTube channel and in terms of responses. And I was trying to figure out what it was. And it wasn't until Ryan suggested that I read as a book by Scott Adams, which I'll link below. I really like his website too. He's the author of Dilbert. And his book, which is titled, I believe it's How to Fail at Everything and Still Win Big. That's the one. And after reading it, basically, to summarize it for you, I listened to the audiobook version. To summarize it for you, it was mostly about just creating systems and having your five, so to speak, physiological and mental needs taken care of. And I found out what was the missing puzzle because I was eating fairly healthy. In Chiang Mai, it's hard not to. I was working. Well, I still do work out pretty much 5 days a week with macro exercises. I surround myself with great people that support me and give me advice on every single thing that I do. From personal life to business to girl advice, and I still wasn't happy. I wasn't finding what that thing was, and the missing piece was visualization. Now, I don't want to sound like one of these, the secret guys or, just believe, man, and you can make it because until this Amazon thing came into play, it really wasn't. I really wasn't visualizing or doing anything, and I figured out is because I had a goal in mind. I wanted to be here in Chiang Mai with Ryan, with No, with all my other friends, no matter what it took, and it just came in the form of Amazon. That's what it was. But once I got here and Amazon was, I was making enough money on Amazon to pretty much take care of my every need and want and beyond to the point where, I feel comfortable helping my friends and family out because I have, extra financial, let's just say, well-being. That I kind of lost my way, lost my purpose, and I needed to retarget because when you're pursuing a goal, let's say maybe for you it's $2,000-3,000 a month passive, so you're starting a blog or a drop shipping site or Amazon, or let's say your goal is to start traveling the world and start enjoying your life for which also includes about $2,000-3,000. Usually, it comes down to money. A lot of things, especially people who are at a point where they don't have a lot of financial security. And once I've achieved that, I'm like, man, I just really want to be here with my friends. And once I'm here, it's kind of like don't meet your mentors or don't meet your heroes or be careful what you wish for because once it becomes true, what's next kind of thing, right? So I needed to really retarget and get a better vision for my life. And I do visualizations now every morning, and I highly recommend you do as well. No matter what part of the process you're in, whether you're just starting out on Amazon, whether you're just trying to grow your income, maybe double, triple it. But I'd say don't just think about the money because once the money came into the picture, and once I felt pretty secure financially, money was kind of like it was secondary. At this point, I'm more focused on systems, and that would really, what really helps me zone in on my visualization. So, to give you an example, every morning when I wake up, I'll brush my teeth or I'll have breakfast, and maybe I'll close my eyes and I'll just, I'll think about the point where I wake up in this really nice villa on beachside. I wake up and I have 2 or 3 of my closest friends that I'm paying for the whole thing, but they're with me there, and we all wake up together and we just start grinding, start hustling on our businesses. I call my parents, and my parents are really well off, and and at this point, it's not about, man, I want to make more money. It's like, man, I want to set up more systems and more passive income streams to add more multipliers So that was another idea that I started playing around with, the multiplier effect. So let's say you or I make 10, 20 sales on Amazon.com alone. How can, what can we do to multiply that to 20 and then to 80 and then to 160? And I find that with every new channel of distribution, so, eBay, Shopify, Amazon.ca, Amazon.uk, with every new advertising channel, so Facebook, Google AdWords, with every product extension, so new product and new variations of product, those can potentially become multipliers of your brand or whatever it is that you're doing. It's just a matter of leveraging and finding that 80-20, 80-20 approach to what's going to give you the most multiplier effect. And that's the point where I find myself at now, where I visualize, I wanna have this awesome house, this awesome villa. By 2018, I wanna actually. This is something I haven't really told to a lot of people, and I think it makes sense to say it on here specifically. Is that I've kind of reverted back to my family. Taking care of my family visualization, where by 2018 I really want to grow this business to a level where it's making sustainable enough profit per month where I can hand it off to my parents to manage it for me, and then I can move on to the next big thing, whether it be a fashion brand or selling another product online, whether through Amazon or through my own channels. Hopefully I've learned some stuff about Shopify and Facebook advertising and Google ads that they'll always be like that next big thing. But until then, I'm gonna keep digging deeper into what I know and what works, which right now it's Amazon and my personal brand that I'm developing. And then in a year and a half, I really want to pass it off to my parents so that they have something to do. They can live my lifestyle and they manage the Amazon store, and by then it'll be Shopify store, perhaps other channels of distribution. So that way I'm freed up to do whatever, they have something to do, and we all can enjoy this lifestyle. So, when I think about it, just even now saying it, it makes me feel really good inside. Kind of really warms my heart that, like, man, I can be that guy finally. Even in my 20s, like, I can be the guy who takes care of the family, who takes care of my friends, and that's the kind of visualization I'm talking about. Not just like, man, I want to make $1 million. Although, with a caveat, that is my affirmation. Like, brushing my teeth in the mirror, just looking in the mirror, saying, Nick, you are a millionaire. You're already a millionaire. The contract has been signed. All you got to do is just put up your part of the bargain, which is the hard work and consistent effort. You're already a millionaire, and so are you if you choose to be. You're already a millionaire. Just look in the mirror every day and say, hey, the contract's been signed. Mentally, it's done. You just got to put in the physical effort continuously. So, coming off of this little hiatus, I want to say that, visualize and try to see where it is that you want to be. Try to make the picture as clear as possible. Don't think about the money too much. It's more about the process, and that's another thing that I learned from the Scott Adams' book, and that is, create a process by which, let's say you have a habit in the morning, you wake up, you visualize, you meditate. It's not about seeing the immediate payoff, the immediate gratification. It's more about having a system in place where it's like, okay, from this time to this time I'm meditating and I'm visualizing. Then I'm going to the gym. Then I'm showing up to work from like 9, 10 a.m. till 3, 4 p.m. And you're at work, like whether it's an office, whether it's your own home kitchen, wherever your dedicated workspace is, that's where you go. I'm not talking about, your 9 to 5. That's we're trying to get out of that, right? That was me back 2-3 years ago, and I really wanted to get out of that. And so I'm talking about what is the time you're going to allocate to build your business, to build your freedom, to put in that consistent effort and that consistent focus for that contract that you mentally sign, that you are already a millionaire. Because if you don't fulfill your part of the contract, the million's not going to be there. So that's the way I started looking at it, and honestly, it's been working for me really well. That's the reason why I wanted to make this video, to recommend that maybe give Scott Adams' book a try. I think there is a lot of information there that can really help you with your mind shift to see things a little bit differently. But just remember to fulfill your contract. Remember to visualize, where is it that you want to be? What is the kind of life that you want to wake up to and make that dream that reality, so to speak. And yeah, those would be like the two most important things that I've learned that I've started implementing, and I hope you do too. So best of luck, and as always, Nick out.